Vince, Conrad, your match begins now!
Vince knew Conrad was expecting him to run, and he knew from the previous fights that Conrad would catch him anyway. So, rather than waste energy, he stood and waited. Hands of stone burst forth, gripping Vince across his arms and legs, dragging him down quickly. Vince let them, feeling his body sink deeper until his belly button was below the floor. Vince climbed slowly and deliberately out of the hole he had just made.
Sorry, Conrad. I'm afraid you can't hold me. Feel free to keep trying. I've got enough kinetic energy stored up to do this for days.
Can't hold you. Just wait.
Vince fell into the deep hole that opened under him. He absorbed his landing and lifted his hand upward, even as the stone around him rapidly shifted, sealing him off beneath the floor. Vince leapt out, landing easily and turning back to Conrad's position.
Crap.
Conrad was nowhere to be seen. Burying Vince was just a distraction.
Hiding already?
Against the mighty champion of Lander? Of course.
It felt like the voice was coming from all directions, as though it were spitting out of the very walls themselves.
You put on a good show. Too bad you, like most other supers, need a target to fight. Maybe you should have let Lucinda win.
A fist made of rock shot out of the ground, on a crash course for Vince's knee. The blow merely halted without causing any damage.
Sorry, Conrad. You'll have to try something other than brute force. That is, if you have something other than brute force.
The hand shot out of the ground and opened wide. It wrapped around Vince's nose and mouth and wound down around the base of his neck. Vince also felt something jutting into the back of his calves briefly before retreating.
You want something new? How about suffocation? If you try to blast it away, I've got stone spikes ready to stab you through the legs. I know you can't take in and expel energy at the same time, so what will it be? Lose now painlessly, or struggle and lose a minute later with bleeding legs? I don't really care. Either way, I win.
On the ground in front of him, Vince saw the dirt sink down an inch into a crescent shape, followed by a pair of circles slightly higher up. Conrad had formed a smiley face.
Oh man, I really want to beat this guy now. But how?